Welcome to Messages of Hope, Episode 8. Wow, we are at Episode 8 already. How did that even happen? I've been having so much fun creating this series with you that it is just flashing by in like being in a dream where you wake up with a beautiful feeling, a feeling of all is well. And that is how I feel each time I share these teachings with you. It is like we are in our own little bubble when we're together and connecting to energies that really support us and empower us and infuse us, so that when we step back out into our everyday lives, doing this because of course there's things out there to do to keep our lives in order, that we hopefully are moving through our to-do list with much more of a sense of inner peace, particularly after today's episode, because today I'm going to be talking about inner peace, our way to impact the world. It is so very vital at this time to do whatever it takes to create your own inner peace. It is not only an emotional state, but it is a vibratory state that has a greater impact on your way of life and your world than you could ever imagine. Through the exercises and the meditations I'll be sharing with you today, you will have an experience of inner peace and see what it actually feels like, and thus be able to access it, that feeling, anytime, anywhere. And as I said, inner peace is a vibratory state. It is a way of being. Inner peace is an anchor. It keeps you from flying all over the place, whether it is a good flying or sometimes a not so good flying. You can have an emotional response to something like sadness or anger, or even a blissfully happy feeling, and still maintain a state of inner peace in the moment. When in a state of inner peace, you are more effective. Events and the ensuing emotions won't throw you off as much, and you will be able to maintain the state of being the more intentional you are. It is an awareness. So when something comes up, you can stay in your inner peace. The key word is inner. We think if everything around us changed, i.e. people did what we wanted them to do, or there weren't any more wars, we would have inner peace, though it actually is the other way around. If we create inner peace for ourselves, we will be creating peace in our outer world. Inner peace can be seen as a vibrational harmony with yourself. So that's a big statement, and we're going to explore that. So in each episode, I share a little bit more about myself and my own spiritual journey, knowing that you can probably relate to it. It is interesting to me that this is episode 8. I'm very aware of numerology and the energy that each number carries and how it influences us. The number 8 happens to be my life path number, and brings with it the energy of abundance and power, recognition and healing, as well as leadership, which is not an energy or a role that I would ever have thought would be my life path. And now know that it is so true for me to lead by example, to accept my need for recognition and to get it in a way that benefits others. To own my own power without it being ego-driven, which has been a big issue for me sometimes with becoming more public in my teaching and with what I'm being put right out there. The number 8 is also the infinity symbol, which is the beginning, which is no beginning and no end. It's a constant flow of energy, creating in the middle where it crosses is creational energy. An incredibly powerful symbol in many cultures and world religions. You might want to check out the Peace Intention Experiment by Lynn McTaggart. She talks about it in her book, The Power of 8, and really expands on that and what we can do with our intentions around peace. So in the meantime, for those of you who tuned in last week to episode 7, Just Love, Learn to Be and Attract the Vibration of Love was our topic. And your home assignment was, who or what will you lift up this week? And how did you do it? Consciously being more loving, even when it seems difficult in certain situations or with certain people. And to make note of where, when you've actually done it. Writing things down not only makes things more tangible and less fleeting, but is a way of acknowledging your progress and your own self-growth. So, how did you make out with all that? Also, reviewing your notes from last episode or any other episode that you may have tuned into revitalizes the energy in your mind as well as in your body to make it more accessible on a daily basis. Reading your notes resets the new program for you to follow in your mind and in your body, like hitting the reset button. We all could use a reset, and there's lots of stuff going on that we could use a reset on. I sure could. So when we come back, I will be talking more about how important your intentions are in creating your own experiences. So we'll see you in a minute. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Before the break, I was talking about intentions and how important they are in creating your experiences in life. They are the easiest and simplest method you could incorporate into your everyday routines and the going about of your life to improve your personal circumstances. Again, both internally as well as externally in the circumstances in our life, and how that really does outpicture into your life. So for our time together today, I invite you to set an intention, as it definitely makes everything more powerful. Seeing as our topic today is about inner peace, your intention could be to just feel what that feels like for our time together. Excuse me, when was the last time you truly felt peaceful from the inside? Or your intention could be to learn new tools to help you maintain that feeling of peace. Or it could be to further your spiritual exploration, because that's what the show is all about. And remember, this time is for you, and that's in capital letters, Y-O-U. The growth that will come from it on many different levels. And make it a priority. You'll gain much personal awareness through self-reflection, and you'll have the tools that I'll give you for navigating life's ups and downs, which we know there are many. Know that for this 30 minutes, you are being immersed in beautiful sacred energy. It is centering, it is grounding, and most importantly, it is empowering. So just take a breath and just feel that. Taking a breath sends a revitalizing energy to your mind and to your body, and it shifts energy. Taking a breath is one of the best things you can do for yourself. So for those just tuning in for the first time today, this 10-episode series is based on my international best-selling book, Messages of Hope from Us. The decade of 2010 to 2020, this is volume 1, and we have less than a year to go now in this decade. Volume 2 will be published in 2020 when the decade is finished and all the messages have come together. It is channeled information about the 10 years of receiving an incredible amount of light energy for our personal transformation, global transformation, as well as universal shifts. So I've talked about it a bit in different episodes. These messages will help you to become more aware of how much you have shifted energy and vibration and what you want to consciously create for the rest of this decade. Like I said, we've only got 11 months left here or so, as we are being catapulted in our spiritual evolution. I mean, really shifting quickly. When we come back, I will read the channeled message word for word from my book, as you will feel the transmissions of not only the words, but of the energy that us, united souls of heaven and earth, bring through me. For those of you who may have just started tuning into this series, us are non-physical spiritual teachers whose purpose is to activate, and what does that mean? It means to turn on the divine essence in all human beings. I have been channeling their beautiful words and light transmissions live in group settings and on global teleconferences for over 12 years now. Though I had been writing them in my personal journal for 6 years prior to that, until I knew that they really were real, and I felt comfortable enough sharing them in a public way. The story of how that unfolded for me is in the introduction of my book, and even if I do say so myself, it's interesting reading. It has been quite a journey from those days of just journaling the messages to now sharing them in front of a TV camera. Who would have known? This is a big leap for me, and hopefully for getting the messages out. As I'm reading the channeled message right from the book, I will expand on the teachings around key points and explanations as we go along, so that you can apply the messages in your everyday life. So words are great, but application is where it's needed right now. So I encourage you to get a journal and some paper to make some notes, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back. For those of you who may have just joined us, I will be reading the message from us, United Souls of Heaven and Earth, from my book, Messages of Hope. The message today is Inner Peace, Our Way to Impact the World. And as I read the words, just sit back, relax, and allow yourselves to receive the channeled words and energy. Feel the loving energy that us shares through their teachings, and let yourself be immersed in the vibrations. So I'm going to read right from the book. Inner peace creates outer peace. Dear beautiful beings of light, it is so vital at this time to do whatever it takes to create your own inner peace. It is not only an emotional state, but it is a vibratory state that has a greater impact on your life and your world than you could ever imagine. It is a frequency of energy that is sent forth from you like a satellite beam that affects the resonance of all people and circumstances around you. So I want to expand a little bit on that. We are transmitters and receivers of energy. We're always broadcasting energy, whether we're aware of it or whether we're not. And some people are, some people may not be aware of the energy they're putting out. But when you own it, you understand it, and you're consciously choosing inner peace, that's what you're broadcasting. That's what people feel around you. And that's how we really do make a difference. If you are exuding the frequency of inner peace, it's like tuning into a radio station, you are consciously contributing to the ending of all wars and conflicts on your planet. Now that's a big statement. And I remember when they first said that to me, I'm going, I don't think so. And now I realize that it actually is the truth, that we have that kind of power within us to change frequency and vibration in our own lives and in the world. So it is that big, and it is that important. It is an entrainment that is happening through the mass consciousness that is now overriding all of the old programs and energies that have kept humans in a state of conflict. So entrainment is like when things come in alignment with each other, they vibrate in the same frequency. And if you're in the frequency of inner peace, then that's the energy that you're putting out and what others are aligning with you. And you're creating harmony and unity by having a feeling of inner peace. You have the capacity within you to lift yourself and all those you care about above the denser vibrations of worry, fear, anger, and hurt. So we can do that for ourselves, and we can do it for others. You do that by allowing the clearing of your emotional stuff, and clearing that is happening whether you're aware of it or not, and making a conscious choice in each minute of every day to choose peace. Peace within your mind that is processing all that it sees and hears, peace within your body that is processing all that it feels and all the changes that are underway. Most importantly, peace in your heart, that place of all-knowing wisdom. When you tap into your heart wisdom, you will get an instant sensation that all is well. That will become the energy that will exude from you and therefore attract experiences to prove it is so. So I'll leave you with that thought, and we'll be right back. So welcome back. We are reading the message for this episode right from the book. So I'm going to continue on because we're talking about inner peace. It is all about vibration and frequency. You can choose to tune into what feels good or what causes your energy to diminish. Seems like an easy choice, but definitely not always. I personally would like to make a choice to feel good. It is like flipping through the channels of your television. Some programs will leave you feeling inspired and lighthearted, and others will leave you feeling worried and downcast. So, which ones do you feel are really serving you? To me, it's an obvious question or an obvious answer. Anything that gives you the feeling of well-being is amplifying your ability to create peace from within. So I'm going to repeat that. Anything that gives you the feeling of well-being is amplifying your ability to create peace from within. When you have peace from within, you receive inspired guidance and energy to take whatever actions are appropriate in your life and to orchestrate the harmony with your loved ones. So again, you got peace within you, you're going to have more peaceful relationships with all the ones that you care about. This harmony then reverberates out into the mass consciousness that affects all others on your earth. It is a simple task, but somebody's got to do it. We are so joyful to see so many of you embracing this as the focus of your personal evolution. And we know in our spiritual circles, there's many people who do intentional peace gatherings. I can name a couple teachers right off the top that gather millions of people either on a meditation or call or in a very physical location. And we now have the technology to measure the energy that's created by that, and it's proving that when large groups of people get together and hold the intention of peace, crime rates go down in a certain area. So it might be a little research you want to do to check that out. It is with great honor we support you energetically to feel your inner peace on a more amplified level by just reading these words and being open to the activation of your divine essence that lives in a constant state of inner peace. So we'll leave you there and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Did you feel the energy coming through the channeled message? People tell me all the time how they feel the energy of each message differently, and that has to do with a number of things. The message itself, of course, but also the cosmic energy we may be in the midst of in the moment, say a full moon or an equinox, which has a definite energetic influence on us. Excuse me. Though much of what you will feel or experience during the reading or hearing the words has to do with your own intention and how open that you are to receiving this transmission of light. Okay, and I use that word a lot, is transmission of light, is that it is the receiving of light as we are going through our day. Sometimes it will be a physical sensation. So when I'm reading the words, some people are in a channel, people get chills going through, or you might have an aha moment by something I said or something that you heard. The key is just to allow the energy to flow through you as you listen to the words. And remember, you can always go back and watch the episode again to see what else you will experience, as you will hear it with new ears and a new awareness, no matter how many times that you hear it. I've heard, people have heard my readings and channels and read my books so many times, and they always hear something different. So now I'm going to lead you through a meditation to help you integrate the teachings in your mind and in your body. So get yourselves comfortable, close your eyes, and we're going to start by taking 4 really deep breaths, knowing that these 4 breaths do connect body, mind, spirit, and heart. So just breathe. And get yourselves very calm and centered. Feels good. Now feel yourself floating on a cloud, weightless, though totally supported. No worries, no fears, no thinking, no planning, just being. You have all you need and all you will ever need. Knowing that brings you a feeling of great inner peace. It allows your body to relax, your mind to slow down, and your heart to expand. Feel it deeply in the core of your being, calmness. Being okay with all that is and all that will be. Know that you have the capability of navigating anything that comes your way. See this happening for all people. Knowing it is possible because you are doing it. You are emanating the vibration of inner peace out into the world. You are living it and breathing it and acting upon it. Letting the feeling of inner peace guide your thoughts and your behaviors. Taking action steps in your life from a calm, peaceful place from within. Whenever you are in a higher vibrational energy, such as inner peace, you are having a beneficial impact on others, whether they are consciously aware of it or not. When you respond to life events from a place of inner peace, your body has more capacity to handle any situation. You are being a living example of how to move through difficult situations with ease and with grace, and are able to show others the possibility of doing that for themselves. As each and every one of us does that for ourselves, it is spreading a beautiful, soft blanket over the world to comfort the chaos, to rebalance the energy. So now take a deep breath and gradually bring yourself back to the present, bringing with you that beautiful feeling of inner peace as you open your eyes, knowing that you have access to that at any time you so choose. And we will be right back after a short break with your home assignment, so stay tuned. Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the meditation we just did. I so feel the energy myself as I'm sharing these meditations with you. I feel like I'm just going to float home on a cloud of inner peace after we've done this show, Who Needs a Car? Even though I know we have access to beautiful cosmic energy anytime, anywhere, I still love my car. It has taken me to many wonderful places around the globe, and I'm not ready to give up my car just yet. Though I do love to live in my imagination of what really is possible for us as we evolve into higher spiritual beings. So here is your home assignment to help you in your journey to do just that, to feel inner peace every day. I'll give you one every week to help anchor the energy so that you can use it on a practical level. So here you are. What are you going to do to create inner peace for yourself this week? I have a few suggestions. When you feel yourself getting riled up or frustrated, use this inner peace mantra. I choose peace on all levels, in my body, in my mind, in my spirit, in my heart, or just all is well. If you believe that is true, we will automatically create inner peace. And what about influencing someone else? When you do it for yourself, you automatically train with others. Entrainment is when you hit a tuning fork and create a vibration, and then the other fork vibrates at that frequency. And so we're doing that with other people automatically. And that is the impact that we can have on others in our world. When we vibrate with the energy of inner peace, it vibrates out into the universe. So do it consciously, do it with intent, and you'll make a difference in the world. And make note of when you have done it. You know, writing really does help to integrate it and helps with your self-growth. And just know that by tuning into these episodes, not only are you gaining knowledge and insight, hopefully being entertained as well, you absolutely are shifting energy at a cellular level. And you'll become more aware of it, the impact, and just how it's moving in your spiritual path. And that is where all of your power is. It's in your intentions. When discordant situations come up, you're able to rise above them. And wouldn't that be nice to rise up out of the drama? Well, by tuning into these episodes, listening to their messages and applying them in your life, you are doing that, and will start doing it more consciously. So before I tell you about next week's show, you can go to judithonley.com, my website, and there's lots of resources there for you. And I invite you to check out the books and products page. I got audio recordings there for you, and just to get things on a deeper level. So now I'm going to tell you about next week's episode, You Are Enough, Know Your Worthiness. Worthiness is a topic that's often discussed in spiritual teachings in an empowering way, most times in a disempowering way. If you accept the truth that you are truly a light being having a human earthly experience, worthiness is a non-issue. So in the next episode, I'm going to show you ways which to help you, be aware of your beliefs around your worthiness and how to change that at a cellular level and live your life with confidence and greater self-esteem. So see you next week. Until then, sending you lots of love and light. Keep on shining.